Let's talk. Here's the deal. In case you're new, I've interviewed my wife on my channel before. And actually just a month or so ago, I did a new interview with her just to reintroduce her to everyone and kind of show you behind the scenes, proving to you that she totally doesn't care that I'm losing my hair in any capacity. In that interview, I asked her, I said, what would be the ideal hairstyle? If I left it up to you, how would I have my hair? Now, keep it in mind, when I did this video a month or so ago, my hair was longer on top by at least an inch or so. And so I asked her, what would be the ideal hairstyle? And as you remember, if you've seen the video, she said either buzzed off or short, like I had in New Zealand. Now, a decade ago, she and I went on a trip to New Zealand. And the way I had my hair was exactly like it is now. The only difference is that back then I was Norwood 2, meaning it was more of a V shape. Now I'm Norwood 3, which is more of a M. Other than that difference though, my hairstyle is basically just the same. I really don't look much different than I did a decade ago. Honestly, I don't. And I guess I need to make a video on that, proving that to you. I don't look that much different. The point is this. You would think that because she said she likes my hair shorter, like it was in New Zealand, or buzzed off, you would think that this past weekend when I got my hair cut, she would naturally notice. She would say, hey, you got your hair cut short like it was in New Zealand. I love your hair like that. Because keep it in mind, I haven't had my hair this short in well over a year. I mean, this is June 2017, right? The last time I had it this short, it would have been like, I don't know, at least February, March of 2016. So finally, I have what she sees is one of the two perfect hairstyles. It's shorter. It's exactly the exact measurements as a decade ago, because I remember it. I remember the two on the sides and the back, and then just basically like an inch and a half on the top. So you would think she would immediately notice that, and oh yeah, I liked it. Here's what's funny. She didn't notice at all. She didn't acknowledge that my hair was shorter. She just knew that I got a haircut. She never said a word about it. And so then I said, hey, what do you think of my hair? And she just kind of shrugged it off. And so later in the day, I asked her again, and she's like, yeah, what? It looks like it's basically the same as last time. It's just a little bit shorter, right? What's funny is you and I say you and I, there's like almost 1,600 of you. We both know that my hair is actually a bit different than last time. Because I took off over an inch on top. I had the disconnected part before, which now I don't have anymore. So it's definitely shorter and it's cleaned up. Different hairstyle. And yet she didn't, all she knew is basically just a little bit shorter than last time. But this is the very thing that she said looked the best on me, other than buzzing it off, which apparently she holds in equal regard. So it's just so funny to me because it shows you something about my wife, that she just doesn't care about my hair at all, even though I got the exact haircut she wanted to see me in. She didn't even notice it when she saw it. So the only thing my wife doesn't like is if my hair is longer and over my ears, which at a Norwood 3, I think that would look kind of weird anyway to have that. Wouldn't that be kind of like Tom Hanks? Of course, I know he's had hair transplants, but still, that would just seem weird to me to have shaggier hair when you have this hairline. So can you appreciate, is it irony? I don't know what it is, but can you appreciate what I'm saying right now? How baffled I am and am by this whole concept. Now granted, I didn't cut my hair shorter for her. I did it for me. This is what I wanted. The ultimate reason I cut it shorter this time was at least twofold. I wanted to, now that we're just 2 weeks away from me finishing my 6-month project on the rosemary oil experiment, I wanted to make sure that longer hair wasn't the reason people thought my hair looked thicker or better. I wanted to cut it maybe even slightly shorter than when I started the experiment so that no one could possibly say length was a factor in making it look longer. The other thing is, well, it's hot, it's the summer. And then also too, just because I feel on the tail end of Norwood 3, which will conclude when I turn 40, because that's what I'm expecting at least. I just want to experiment with as much as I can with my hair and see what I can get away with, and I don't know, just to kind of serve as a model to other people with this hairline, to see what can still work with the Norwood 3, because you don't have as many options, but you can still get away with different things. And I'm all about trying to find those perfect measurements for me. Like, for example, I now know a number 2 works pretty well for me on the sides and the back. I like that. With this is an 1.5 inches on top. Maybe ideally for me, I should probably do like 2 inches on top, number 2 on the sides and the back, and not the disconnected part. Just keep it simple like that. That's my guess. I don't know, but either way, process this with me. My wife tells us on camera, she said exactly what the perfect haircut would be. I get the perfect haircut. She doesn't even notice. My wife doesn't look at me that way as far as hair. She doesn't notice. She doesn't care at all. Even when I got the exact haircut, she said they look the best. It's still, like, I know it sounds like I'm making a big deal about this, but like, I don't often have my hair this exact way that she said she likes the most. So when I brought it up to her, she was just kind of like, she was just kind of confused by why I would even be asking. So yeah, it's just shorter than last time. So can you appreciate why that's weird? Because to me it is. But again, it shows you that I'm married to a beautiful woman who just doesn't care about my hair. As long as it's not growing over my ears, she's happy.